Hello, my name is Hannah, and today we are doing an apartment build, and it's kind of like a modern apartment, but then also I'm like yellow, because you'll see that like some of the walls are yellow, the chairs in the living room are yellow, like a lot of yellow, which is like you can have color and be modern, but it was just very like out of the like normal of what I do for modern, because it's not black, white, green, or blue. So it's different. So it's definitely a bit weird. However, I was definitely in the mood to build, and I kind of wanted to build a modern thing, but I didn't want to do the exterior of a modern house, because that literally takes like 45 minutes to do usually, and I just didn't have the time for that. So I was like, we'll do an apartment. That'll be less time. And so I did this, and I usually build like either modern or like really like old traditional things in this apartment, or industrial. I have done industrial before for this one. And like usually the floor plans are either this or something like the exact opposite of this. There's like only 2 floor plans that I've ever figured out how to work with this apartment, and so I did this one because I figured that the big windows in the bedrooms would have been better, because sometimes I just have like a tiny like window in the bedrooms, and that's kind of just how it works out. But I figured this one would be a bit better, and also because I wanted like a nice like large like living area, mostly because that's more fun for me to do than bedrooms. I kind of suck at bedrooms, especially when I'm not in the mood to build bedrooms. And so I was like, I wanted to do a living room, and I kind of wanted to do a kitchen, but like kids bedroom, and I ended up doing it. But it's definitely a very strange kids room. Like, it's green. Like, it's very green, and like has like dinosaurs everywhere, and has like a dragon stuffed animal, like things I would never use before, which is kind of different, which is kind of cool. But also I'm just like doing that and like not wanting to do a kids room, and then I end up with that, which is different than I normally do, which is very strange. And so that's just kind of fun. You'll also see on the wall behind the living room, or like in front of the wall the wall behind the fireplace, we'll go with that, is like 3 different, it may be only 2. At one point it's 3 different colors, but it's only 2, I think, if I'm thinking right. It is 2 different colors, and it has these like shelves that I spent so long trying to place correctly, and then the columns just up the wall. I was kind of going crazy at that point, and I was just trying to like alt place shelves at the right place. It was a lot of work, and I don't really know what I was thinking, but it kind of looks cool, so that's good. But they also didn't show up in the screenshots, which is really annoying, because the columns just disappear, which is really strange. Like, why would the columns disappear? Like, I can understand the walls and the trees to some extent, but like the columns disappearing is just very strange, because usually the columns are a big like part of like whatever feature they're in, and so them disappearing when you get too close to them is just very, very strange. But you know, they do it anyway, and you can see them in the build, and then if you like download it or anything, or like build it, you can like have the columns. But the screenshots are not that important, but it was just kind of annoying, because the things that just disappear when I'm taking screenshots, it's just so annoying. But you know, that's about it. I put like a bunch of columns down everywhere, which is something I do in a lot of modern builds, is just columns everywhere, and then brick and stuff. So it fits pretty well with the modern thing that I was gonna go and build, and then didn't want to build the exterior of. But yeah, that's about it. So moving on to some things that have happened this week. The first thing, I'm fairly positive everyone has heard of, the stealing stuff at school. It's really fun. But all of the bathrooms, except for 2 of them, have been shut now, so that's really good. And the bathroom lines are now 25 minutes at least every single time, so we just don't go to the bathroom anymore, because with a 25-minute line, you're never getting in there. And especially because you have to do it during passing period or miss half your class. Either way, like even if you did it during passing period, you would miss half your class. And like, I'm assuming the ones during passing period are even longer. It's very, very strange. But like, one of the kids in my chemistry class was talking about how they waited half an hour for the bathroom one time, and it wasn't even during passing period. So you can't even use the bathrooms basically anymore, which is good, because then people won't steal stuff. But like, then the people who aren't gonna steal stuff don't have bathrooms. So it's very annoying, but currently the school says that they're out of soap dispensers. I think they said that they ran out, so that means they had some like in the storage to begin with, and then they ran out, and now they're like on back order. I think one of my teachers said that like they don't have like anything to buy because they're all out because of so many people stealing them, and so that's not good. But then we haven't had anybody break anything. It's just like soap dispensers and toilet paper, which I guess is good, because if like some of the things that I've seen on TikTok of people stealing stuff, like that's so much worse. But currently we haven't done anything that bad. Also, I figured this is just very common sense, but the girls' bathrooms have yet to be touched. Just the boys' bathrooms. Like there's like I think one thing had been stolen from a girl's bathroom, but the boys' bathrooms are like trashed. So that's really fun. And so they closed all of the bathrooms like Wednesday, I think, and so they're all fed up, which is very reasonable because you don't want your school being trashed. Like it's a lot. And so that's fine. And then also there's people next to the bathroom just like watching in and out all of the time, which is good. But it's just very, very strange. People are weird. It's real fun. But also with the bathroom situation, the girl that I mention every time in my chemistry class, the one that doesn't try it all and is on Snapchat the entire time, is kind of back. I mentioned last time that she's kind of back, kind of not. She was here all of this week, except for one day. I think it was the same day that they closed the bathrooms. She was going to the bathroom and then didn't come back like until like 10 minutes to the end of the thing. Now, did she go to the bathroom? I'm not sure. Couldn't tell you, because she's done this before, like going to the bathroom and not coming back for like half an hour or not coming back at all. She does that all the time. However, with the long lines, I'm not really sure if that influenced or anything, but honestly, is she even going to the bathroom is a very big like question, because it's very annoying, because then we still have the two that work, me included in one of those, and then person with the soap in the drawers. And so it's really fun because she sometimes, when she does things, she does kind of work. When she's like being like watched by the teacher, or like, you know, when she's like doing stuff, just doesn't have anything else to do, because sometimes the teacher takes her phone, which I think needs to happen a bit more often. Like, come on, I may suggest that at this point. Be like, can you just like take it as soon as she walks in, please? But like when she doesn't have anything to do, she kind of tries, and so it's very strange, and it's very different. Like the first week, even if she had nothing to do, she would just like kind of like stare off into space, which is, you know, I do that sometimes in class. But like when we're doing group things and you just kind of stare off and like not listening to anybody, that's annoying. So, not really sure, but I don't even know if she knows what's happening in class, because usually she just copies my notes, because not purposefully. I didn't notice that she was copying my notes until I think Thursday, when she like was like, okay, so we were like sitting next to each other, but she was around a corner, so she was like peering around the corner to look at my computer screen where we were taking notes about the experiment they were doing, and I was like, she's copying my notes. Fine, whatever. Like, I don't care if you're gonna copy my notes, but I don't think she even knows what's happening. We have a test on Monday too, so I really don't know, but I really could care less. Like, I understand that it's a group project, but we've been doing all of the group projects, and my grade in chemistry is, I think, in 100% right now, because I haven't done anything, you know, that big yet in chemistry. So it's not hurting me at all. It's just hurting her, so it'll probably be okay. But there's a lot of kids that are like that, and so I'm just like, I've given up at this point of them even trying. It's just kind of something you have to deal with, so that's really fun. But that's basically all that's happened in chemistry this week, other than me figuring out that I really like ionic bonds. Really fun. I'm one of those chemistry kids that likes the chemistry class. I think I'm one of like three that has not expressed any dislike for chemistry yet, because I think my chemistry teacher is about to like just, you know, cry when people are like keep telling her that it's so difficult and keep asking like questions over and over and over. I get chemistry is very, very difficult, but a lot of the kids complain, like especially the kids in the back of the class really just complain the entire time about it, and it's just kind of like, yeah, it's boring, it's chemistry. Like, you didn't expect going into chemistry that it was going to be that exciting. Unless you were very excited to begin with, it's not going to be fun. But you know, that's about it. So it's almost screenshots time, so I'm gonna end the story right here. But I post a new video 4 days a week, so you can watch another video next time. Bye.